So we're all excited about using OneNote in our classroom. How do we use OneNote in our classroom to collaborate with all of our students and to stay organized? Today I'd like to introduce to you OneNote Classroom Notebook Creator. To get to building your very first notebook, we need to get into our OneDrive. Here's my OneDrive and my list of documents. And then I'll go over here to Sites, Task, look at that picture, and then we're going to go to this gear, click on the gear for the settings, and we're going to go down to Site Contents. Once in Site Contents, you'll see all of these blue apps that you might be able to use. We're going to look at this app called OneNote Classroom Notebook Creator. So when I click on it, it opens it up. And the app opens up, and this is your step-by-step on how to build your notebook for the class. You have three options. You can create a class notebook. This is where we're going to start today. But after you build this notebook, you get a new student in. You could add the student here. And then once you build the notebook, you can view the notebook here. So like I said, we're going to start today with creating a class notebook. So I click on Create a Class Notebook. And I'm going to label it Biology, because we're in biology class today. Biology 1, and you really want to name these so that you can recognize them, and also throw a year date on them also, because you're going to want to separate the notebooks from year to year. Okay, when I click on the next button, these are pre-made folders that are going to be made into your one class notebook. This is your collaboration space. All students have access to edit, and the teacher also. Your content library is where you're going to put your stuff that you don't want edited by the students, but they will be able to view. And then you're going to have your individual student notebooks with their names. They will only be able to see their notebook, but you'll see all of the notebooks in your class. We click Next, and then we start adding students' names. When you add names, you add them by the last name, and if you have several students, you'll just type their names in, move on and on and on, and then once you have all of your students in, you click the Next button, and then right here are some folders or some sections that are going to be in your students' notebooks that are going to be pre-made. And if you wanted to get rid of some of these because you weren't going to do homework and quizzes through your notebooks, you just wanted handouts and class notes, but you did want to create a project Dropbox, you could do that. And we'll see that later once we create. Then we click the Next button, and then this is a preview of the teacher's notebook and what it's going to look like. It's going to have the welcome page, collaboration space, content. It's going to have your students' names. Your student notebook is going to look like this here, and it's going to be the collaboration space, content library, but they will only see their name. And do you remember those three sections that we created? Got rid of those other two, but added the project Dropbox. They will see those as sub-tabs under their name. Then once we're happy with that, we can click Create. And then this could take a second or two depending upon your internet speed and the number of students, because you're setting up all the different permissions for your class. Once completed, you will get, this will be the next screen that you have, and this will be the sharing link here. In order to get your students into the notebook now, you need to take and copy the link, and then you would post this out on your web page or on or email it to your students. Do something so that your students can click on this, and when they click on it, it will bring up their OneNote notebook, and your class is ready for collaboration. This is the setup of OneNote notebook. Once you're done, you're done. And then to get back into it, you could just go through the app, click on View Existing Notebooks, and you're ready to rock and roll. I hope you've enjoyed this how to set up a OneNote Class Notebook Creator video.